We got a week plus worth of stuff, and we're gonna disappear into the backcountry and go find ourselves a buck. Find some bucks. I mean, this is the most extreme terrain to be able to bow hunt. The mountains are huge in here. I just want to continue to work hard till the day I die to be able to have these wild adventures in wild countries. Man, oh man. It's like, can't catch a break. Trying not to be absolutely frustrated there. We just need to make it happen and get one of these things killed. This is a real hunt. This is so extreme. The country he lives in, the effort we put in, this is what I've been dreaming about all year long. Alright, well, we're just getting started. It's chaos here in the trailhead. So, at hunters and recreating people. Saw a truck flipped on the road, so we're excited to get out of here. We had to get all our gear together. We got a week plus worth of stuff, and we're gonna disappear into the backcountry and go find ourselves a buck. I've been scouting here the last couple days and been seeing some really good deer, so we're excited to get rolling. Green in the high country, which is really good this year. Keeps the bucks up high for longer, and then also good antler growth. So we're stoked. Be heavy going in, but we'll have everything we need. Is like take a day, and we'll come over this direction, and we'll hunt this basin right here that's over this rock ledge we can't see right now. There's like a good basin there, and then we'll probably have to climb up to that peak in there to grab a vantage point and see if he's in there. We're stoked. Got a bunch of days of gear in here and ready to find some bucks and get this party started. So we got tomorrow to scout, and then the season starts the next day. So we're gonna get set up here, get some food in us. We gotta get water still. We gotta drop down, get water, but we're gonna grab a vantage point tonight and find some bucks. We're stoked. We got a cup of coffee here and we're just rolling down to the vantage point. So we'll turn up some bucks today. We probably saw close to 20 bucks yesterday, but nothing giant. So we're hoping we find that older age class today, but we're stoked. We're in the mountains. All right, well, morning session. Sun's finally up. It's pretty hazy glassing around, but we did find a shooter this morning. Great big wide 3x4. He was a long ways off. I think he's a 3x4. It could be a 4x4, but we kind of watched him bed up there, and then we'll make a move this afternoon, evening, try to get a little bit closer, a little bit better look at him, and then try to hunt him tomorrow. So I think there's a couple shooters around here. We saw a red buck is what we're calling him. He's just got that red coloration to him. He hasn't turned gray yet, which usually the older ones are gray, but he had a pretty good frame on him last night, so we'd like to get a closer look at that one too. So they're kind of in the same area, a drainage away from us. So yeah, we're stoked. We'll have a little breakfast here and kind of recover from our big go yesterday, and then go make a play this afternoon, evening, get a better look at him. We just back here kind of mid-morning doing another cup of coffee. I'll drink quite a few cups of coffee throughout the day, but it's just such a wild place to be. I'm just so stoked to be here. You know, so glad that my body performs well. I mean, this is the most extreme terrain to be able to bow hunt. The mountains are huge in here, and I'm sure you can see it on screen, but it just hardly does it justice. It like takes my breath away just even looking at these mountains. So I'm extremely fortunate to be able to be here, to be able to hunt these wild places, and I just want to continue to work hard till the day I die to be able to have these wild adventures in wild country. So I just couldn't be happier to be here. Season starts tomorrow. Gonna chase some mule deer bucks around, and no matter what happens, it's just really cool to be here in this place right now. All right, well, just finishing up our night. We moved closer to where we could get a better look at where those bucks were hanging. We found our good shooter buck. He's a great big 3x4. He's got a sticker on that 3 size, just a beautiful big buck. So that'll be the buck we're after. We saw a couple more that were on the edge of shooters, one tall one with big backs, and then that red coat one with a nice frame. So we'll keep our eyes on them and head back to camp, grab some dinner, and start tomorrow with the bow, see if we can't get an arrow in one. So we're stoked. It's just wild country, really big basins. Takes a long time to get anywhere, but we'll be looking for a play pretty hard tomorrow. Gonna get after that buck, see if we can't find him. We're just a hair late this morning. We had some hunters come through. We're way in the heck back in here, but they came back in with horses. They're hunting elk, not mule deer, so we just shared some intel. They'd actually seen a buck that we hadn't seen, so that was good info. And yeah, we're gonna go get to the vantage point, get after these bucks, hopefully find that great big 3x4. He's definitely the buck we're gonna focus on here the first couple days and see if we can't get him killed. So we're stoked. Here we go. Some bucks. Paid off this morning. Sitting there late morning, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we spot that big buck, our #1 choice, come over the ridge and come in here and bed down. So he's bedded in a bunch of buckbrush. Kind of weighed our options if we could get on him and set up above him. I just think I'd miss him in there. I think he'd drop low and left. That buckbrush is just too high in there, so we decided to go low and move across and get like within striking distance. So we're gonna try to get where we have an angle on him, but we're far enough below where he doesn't catch our wind. So that's kind of the plan. We got some gnarly storms coming in tonight, like 5 to 10 o'clock. We'll kind of play it. If he moves early afternoon, we may make a play up and above him if he changes beds. If not, we may play him in the evening with the downhill thermal. We'll see how the storms are, see where he shows up. But at least we've got a chance, got that buck located. So we're gonna move into position now and try to get a better eye on him. And yeah, hopefully get a play here. onX tech tip, I use onX all the time and it changes the way that I hunt and scout. But what I do is before I go on these big hunts, I'll save my maps, and you can save in different levels of definition on your phone. So I save these maps, and then I have these maps whether I have service or not. My phone and my GPS works. And then on these hunts, like I'm using the topography to figure out how I'm gonna move through country. I'm looking at saddles, I'm looking at ridge lines, I'm looking at steepness of country, I'm looking at timber, so I can move through the mountain ranges with the most efficiency. And so onX is just great for that, and it's the best mapping system out there. So if you don't have a subscription to all 50 states or all the states that you're hunting, check them out.
Right now we got a good wind and we think we know where he's headed. We can't position right above him because there's other bucks, but we're trying to give ourselves a chance here. They kind of exit out this spot we call the notch or the point, and if we can position ourselves over there with a good wind, I think we'd be able to see him coming in position. So right now we can just see his velvet outside his bedding zone, right where he's bedded. So we're just trying to slip through this open and give ourselves a chance here to get up there without getting detected. So keep moving, see what we can do. All right, game time. Buck's 200 yards. We got a good wind. While he feeds at us, we're just gonna get set up here, wait for him to get up and start feeding towards us. Hopefully this overcast holds off, but we're in a good spot right now. To come out of those trees. What a day of muley hunting, man. That makes me feel alive. Had that buck, he crossed down below us at 100 yards, slipped down, all the shadows were facing us. I thought we were gonna catch him in his bed, and we ended up bumping him, or he started going. And so we just sat there. We sat there for an hour. And pretty soon my second choice buck starts working in, but there's a big 3-point up above us. He works into like 30 yards. I could have stroked him up above us and got into our wind. Spooked back, got the other bucks. They didn't know what was going on. They went away from us. Went down, we were able to find the target buck, the #1 buck we were after. We made plays. He just kept walking away up over the top, and then the buck is still feeding in the basin. We slipped down the gnarliest of draws to try to like keep away from him down these cliff faces. My water bottle fell out down the hill. What a day of muley hunting, man. I mean, this is the stuff I've been dreaming about all year long. Like, I want to arrow a buck, and hopefully I will, you know. Hopefully I arrow that buck. He's like a great one. But man, it's makes me feel alive for sure. So now, long hike out with the headlamp. We just went downhill for what seemed like miles. Oh my God, it was so steep, so far downhill. But we are off the mountain now. We're to trail. I know I should be bummed, but you can't wipe the smile from my face. That's a good day of bow hunting for sure.
We're still hunting. The days keep clicking off here. We were so close. It was such a heartbreaker yesterday. Nothing we can do. Just pick ourselves back up, get back after it. We saw 2 of our shooter bucks over there yesterday, so there's 3 bucks that we'll shoot. We passed on some small 4s and big 3s and such, but there's 3 shooter bucks over there, so we just need to make it happen and get one of these things killed. So yeah, I think spirits are high this morning. We know we can do it, and we're just gonna put some more miles on these legs. We can feel them this morning. We did a big climb yesterday, a bunch of miles, bunch of side hilling. It's just the roughest country, but hey, we're feeling good. We're gonna get an arrow and a buck. It's gonna happen here. So we're gonna do something special today. Trying not to be absolutely frustrated there. Buck we wanted, we came down on top. That was a big 2-hour go over the top of that peak. Had him at 56 yards. He was looking the other way, and all of a sudden he was looking our direction, and we froze for maybe 3 minutes. He walked out to the left, got a range 56, put the pin right on him, executed a great shot. Man, that thing flat out got out of the way of the arrow. Man, oh man. It's like, can't catch a break. That's really had him dead to rights there. This bow hunt mule deer, they will get out of the way of an arrow. Nothing I can do. It's like, you know, call it quits and sit in my sadness, or you just pick myself back up and get back after it and make some plays. Eventually he'll wait on that arrow and it'll hit him right. So it's not going so hot, but all I can do is just keep after it. So that's what we're gonna do.
Seen bucks on there, but it looks pretty burnt off. Well, breathing pretty heavy, sweating pretty good too. We had to make the climb. We bedded Red in a really good spot. He's our number 2 buck. So our first choice buck. We're getting down there on days. We're gonna take a good opportunity when we get it. So gotta climb above 12,000 feet again. Yesterday, it took us about 2 hours to make it around. So we're hoping to be on that time, or maybe even a little bit better. We can walk the ridge today so we don't have to side hill for miles, which will be nice. And now we're gonna try to make something happen. It's a good day to get a kill for sure. We're hungry.
Alright, so Matthew's tech tip here for shooting in the mountains. Like, shooting at these high country mule deer is so difficult. So a couple things that I'm doing with my bow, with my feet, a couple of things that really helped me out over the years is to make sure that you kick out your feet and have a good stable platform to shoot. So much of this country is angled and on rocks, and if you don't have that stable platform, it's tough to make a good shot. The other thing that really helps me is when you're drawing on a side hill, shooting at a deer, is I like to draw into the side hill. So I'll show you what I mean, but basically if the hillside slope like this, I also draw my bow like this and come back, because your tendency is going to be to draw your bow like this and you have to fight it back into the hillside. So just a couple things that really help me out when I'm shooting at high country mule deer.
Alright, well, we just made it back to camp. Man, another day. We're absolutely sent it again. We're just doing everything we can do to try to arrow a buck. So made a play on Red. We actually snuck right into range of him. We spotted him in his bed, crawled into 50 yards just waiting for him to feed out. And 2 hours goes by, 3 hours goes by, and he never comes out. So he had snuck out the back door. We backed out, our wind started to get bad, and then we relocated him, had him at like 140 yards all night long, and he never came out of the thick buckbrush, and there was just
nothing we could do. I couldn't make a play at him in there. And so yeah, we were just stuck. And but we didn't spook any of the shooters that we have, and we got a couple days left, so we're just gonna keep going all in. We're gonna get some food in us, get some sleep. We're exhausted. We've been putting in a bunch of miles, bunch of elevation, full send mode, but we're gonna kill one. You wait and see.
Couple days of rations, made a big move today, moved our camp away from those shooter bucks and that buck brush. Just if we couldn't get the better of them, and pop over this ridge and we spot a couple bucks bedded, and one's a great big one. Like all we can see is like a 3 side, but really tall, best 3 we've seen. So I think we're all in. We're gonna go for it. He's absolutely up at the top of the mountain, probably 12.2, 12.4. But we're going to get climbing, try to get there before they get up out of their bed. When they're in their bed right now, they can't see our approach. Pretty cliffy and steep. We'll show you a little clip of where he's at here.
Wild. We finally got it done here. Just intense. I don't know if that other buck had caught our wind. He was so close. He was like under 30, like maybe 25. And Wes was caught by that buck. I had that buck that I wanted to shoot broadside for like 2 minutes. I told Wes he's got to come around me or he's got to come this side, and so he was shooting right behind my head for a little while. I think we got the buck. I think we got everything on film. I said got him, Wes said yeah, but who knows? It was so intense and it happened so fast, but man, it just means the world to me. I mean, we've been grinding so hard on this hunt to kill a nice mature buck, and then man, I mean, just all the work all year long, you know, miles and elevation, shooting arrows. And just to prepare for this, to shoot a buck at 12,000 feet and to accomplish my goal and do that is about as good a feeling as I could ever have. So it's the adventure of a lifetime. I just couldn't be more stoked. It's pretty surreal, really. Man, we've been working hard. Awesome to get it done.
No way. God, look at the mass on him. Oh, what a great buck. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm so stoked. This is exactly what I was looking for. Just bladed, heavy. He's got scratches and scars.
That is so awesome. I mean, he almost died right there. It was a perfect shot. And then he just got enough gusto and he came off these cliffs right here. And I heard him rolling down those things for quite a while. I was worried I was gonna get down here and there wasn't gonna be anything left, but he's intact. Just absolutely awesome. This is a real hunt. This is so extreme. I mean, the country he lives in, the effort we put in. This is what I've been dreaming about all year long. I just can't tell you like how good it feels to like accomplish my goal of a high country buck like this. Like, you gotta earn it in this country. We did so much elevation, so many miles, moved camp, failed stalks. I hope everybody can feel like this once. To accomplish this, be able to arrow a buck like this in the high country is just amazing. Bunch of miles out of here, really the toughest part was making it back down to the trail, and found a nice easy ridge line down and through there. This is like the last respect to the animal, or kind of reflecting on the hunt, but it's just awesome to be putting in the work to put this organic rich nutrient dense protein in my freezer. So man, I'm stoked. We're crushing the miles, nice easy trail out, so it's been good so far. I think we only got a couple miles left, and we'll make the truck in a Yeti full of ice and be good to go. Always feels good to make it to the truck. It's a good feeling. We got them out of country and got them out while it's still nice and cool this morning, so we'll get them on some ice and good to go. I got about a 12 or 14 hour drive home, but what an awesome experience.